Hello, YouTube. This is the Nerdy Tribunal. My name is Derek. Beside me is Tom, Victor with his facepalm, and Ernest over there, causing the facepalm.
Thor, 3, 2, 1.
Thor. Anyways, there's recent news that Chris Hemsworth is interested in continuing on with the Thor series and potentially even partaking in some other MCU type roles, namely X-Men. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Possibly X-Men.
He wants to come back.
He wants to come back. So
now that his movies are done.
Yeah. So the significance of this was his contract was done, but B, more importantly, he expressed previously how he was maybe getting tired of the Thor, like just being typecasted as Thor, right?
Until Ragnarok.
Until Ragnarok happened, the Lord and Savior Taika Waititi saved us, and we get to hopefully see more of the beautiful Chris Hemsworth in the MCU, right?
That man.
So let's dissect this a bit. So we'll talk about Thor. Fedora. Potentially. No. Shut up, guys. Come on.
You're fine.
Fine. If they were to make a Thor movie, it would be the fourth one, and it will likely have to take place after the Infinity War, the entire Infinity Gauntlet saga. What can that look like? Is there a point? Like, is there a point to continue on the Thor series?
Well, I see. They need to rebuild Asgard.
Okay. Is there any sort of storyline after Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, technically, they could be doing the Siege storyline, which basically they transported all of Asgard in America.
Yeah.
It's floating on top of.
They bought land with Asgardian gold.
Ballin'. Yeah, but basically, move to Earth because why not? Right?
Yeah. So it's the interesting thing is, so before he started filming Ragnarok, he had 3 movies left, so it seems like it's still daunting. He still has to do these. Then he just finished wrapping Avengers 4, his portion of the filming. So now he's like, oh, damn, I don't have anything left. Because it's been his whole career, right?
That's true,
It makes me think that him saying this, is there speculation that maybe Thor's not going to die? I'm going this far now, where it's like...
That's true. That's a pretty big spoiler. He says like, "Oh, I don't mind playing Thor." Oh,
but he's not even saying I don't mind. He's like, "Oh man, I still want to keep playing Thor."
Yeah.
So he is a god.
Yeah.
Not easy to kill.
That's true.
Yeah. But
so do you think there'll be a fruitful sort of or like a meaningful storyline that they can use? Or should they do some sort of like standalone just Thor-based movie that's not tied directly into the MCU? Kind of like Ragnarok, where they without like them going back to Earth, like just something that's standalone.
The way I see it right now, like if they really want to build off another Thor arc, they can do the whole Unworthy Thor, where they have Jane Foster taking over the Thor mantle. And he's trying to figure out what's going on with everything, right? Trying to get back his power and trying to become worthy again.
Yeah.
I just don't see that happening because Jane Foster is... Natalie Portman doesn't have a great relationship with Marvel.
No, but it's perfectly fine because they can replace him with anybody. They replace him with
true.
Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, that's right.
They can have anybody.
I was gonna say Beta Ray Bill would have been pretty cool.
I was thinking maybe if he signed another contract would be, assuming he's still alive after Avengers 4, that he would actually be used as one of those characters like a Hulk after that, where there's no more Thor separate movies, and he gets thrown into, let's say, a Guardians.
So the Tony Stark contract.
Yeah, so kind of like that, where it's like, you know what they're doing, where they can establish like Asgard now is on Earth. They don't even have to talk about it anymore. It's not even a big deal. Yeah. Now he's out helping because he's still a protector of the realms, right?
Yeah, Midgard, that's what we call it, right? Yeah.
So I can see that happening, and if someone calls out to him, he maybe tries to help them out, right? And it's a better way to keep costs down too, because he's gonna have probably demand a little.
He's
more.
now an A-lister, right? Like
plus, it brings credibility to other movies, right? So.
Yeah.
Like it'd be fun to see him as like even a drop-in cameo. Like, oh, Chris Hemsworth, whoa, right? Like,
yeah, and him saying something like, "Oh, I still want to do this." It sounds like he can he can jump into a Guardians, for example. That's the best one because it's cosmic, right? Jump into a Guardians, do half the time of filming, leave, do something else.
Another project, yeah.
And he doesn't have to have a 10 movie contract like before.
Here's a thought.
6, I guess.
Here's a thought for you. Do the storyline where he's dead, but have the Siege storyline where Osborn builds evil Thor, aka Ragnarok, and he becomes a villain.
Ooh.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, but then would he be willing to do that, right? Because like, I'm assuming I don't mind playing Thor. I think in the same capacity he is right now. To do evil Thor, you got to be a completely different
Well,
character.
something different for him, right?
Oh, it'd be
now
different
he gets to
for
play
sure.
villain, right? Because they have the whole
it could be that,
the
but
evil Avengers, right?
yeah.
Because they had Ragnarok. So
Yeah,
I'm wondering the reason why he's happy to or wanting to come back is because after Ragnarok, where he got to improvise more and be more fun and less serious, that's what he likes. So becoming evil, he might not be able to do that again.
We might not want to, right?
He did also mention, was it I read online regarding with the X-Men?
Yeah,
He's happy about like that.
Yeah, so that was my next thing. I think we could really to dissect, because if Thor is one thing, right? But if he's mentioned X-Men, which is really important, we gotta have some serious fun to speculate who can he play in X-Men.
Well, I
Is
think
Thor in X-Men.
Thor, I guess so. Thor
but
in X-Men.
Did he say he wants to be in X-Men?
No,
or
he doesn't want to
Work with
Yeah.
X-Men, yeah.
So,
okay.
So
Damn
it
it.
basically, because he understands the whole MCU, and I'm sure everyone knows about
The multiverse, right?
the
Or
Disney Fox deal.
oh, okay.
Especially if you work for Disney, right? That hey, I can fight the X-Men, or
appear in an X-Men film of some sort.
appear in an X-Men film, or some capacity, right? Or he's just like, I want to work with my Australian friend Hugh Jackman, but then find out Hugh Jackman is no longer Wolverine.
That
Old Man Logan.
Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
So okay, so he's not gonna like. So he didn't specifically mention he wants to be a X-Men.
Chris Hemsworth as Colossus.
Oh, covered in metal. Who cares at this
Yeah.
point, right? Totally works.
Just
Totally.
just
But
make him
hope he has a
not
good
metal.
Russian accent, because that would be hilarious. Hi, I'm Australian Colossus.
Just make him Australian. That's fine.
No, it doesn't work.
Turn him into Of course it does.
Like
Rasputin-
Taika Waititi
Rasputin
Corp
would be
as
a really
the
good
New
Australian
Zealand
accent.
New Zealand.
Change his
Hun-
name. Change the name to Chris Hemsworth as Colossus.
Anyways, anything else you want to discuss about this? Anything else?
No, I think it'll be nice to see him stay and just to see what kind of
Rolling.
what else he can bring into the MCU and then potentially all the new other IPs that Disney got from Fox, right?
Yeah.
So seeing him maybe Thor, maybe just helping Storm out with a thunderstorm or something would be pretty cool to see.
He flies in, leaves.
It's like, hey,
I got this.
That's it. Like,
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to kind of see what's going to happen in Phase 5 as well with all the acquisition stuff, right? So it's
let's keep him,
it's
because
like
I think
it's
he's
like
a
a whole new door that is open.
Yeah.
And then,
Thor Ragnarok was a really breath of fresh air, because it wasn't like the dark regular Marvel films, and we got to see some like true comedy, like actual haha funny comedy, right? Like, and I would like to see that momentum carry into the next phase to some degree.
Well, the thing is, if you look at everybody part of Avengers, Thor is the most cosmic one out of all of them.
Yeah.
Especially if they want to go more cosmic.
In
right?
his comics, he's the most. It's the weirdest ones.
He travels quite a bit.
he
different
Crosses a
realms.
lot of different. Like,
Ragnarok made a reference of Throg, where he was a frog at one point in the comics.
Yeah. Frog
Like Thor is one of the most weird out of all the characters when you look at comics itself.
Oh, okay.
So it makes sense why it was so goofy.
What,
like
is
it
is
actually
more,
works.
Is it more
in
weird than
Ragnarok.
Panda Pool?
But that's Deadpool. You kind of expect
Okay.
crap like
Because
that.
that's just
Like,
hilarious.
but like Thor, like
yeah, that's true. I wouldn't expect it to
it's-
have some goofy spin-off, like
yeah,
a frog
it's
Thor.
weird. And they did reference it when.
Oh yeah, he
the-
turned him into a frog, right? Yeah. Loki turns him into a frog.
It's just a
It
fun
was-
reference.
yeah.
Like,
Ah,
that was so bad.
I did not understand that reference. I thought it was just Loki being a dick.
Yeah. Well, he
Like,
was.
which sounds about right.
Yeah.
He's being dictated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Ragnarok makes sense for how it was, and
There's a lot of
how-
potential there.
Yeah, I don't know where you would go with another Thor movie,
Mhm.
other than like you said, the Siege. But there's only so much you can do.
It's probably likely that it's just like him as Thor being sprinkled into some other storyline or movie.
Dropping in.
Because I don't see, like, would you want to regurgitate more Surtur? Like, I know there wasn't a lot of him, but do you want to see that? It's not.
No, but
it's just a guy fighting a giant. Like a lot.
You still need someone of his caliber, especially if you want to take on like people like Galactus and whatnot, right? So
okay, so we'll wrap this discussion up. Let us know if you feel that A, Chris Hemsworth should stay in the MCU. B, if there's going to be, do you think there should be another Thor movie? C, I got it right this time. C, if you want to see Thor, or you want to see Thor in like kind of a cameos or like side characters in all the other few upcoming Marvel movies. So let us know in the comments below. Please like our video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media, and thank you. Good night.
Frog Thor.
Throg.